Hi, I'm Chris Garlock for the American Go e-Journal, and I'm here with Ben Lockhart, the number 2 seed at this year's AGA Pro Tournament. And Ben is going to take us through his round 4 game against Manuel Velasco.
Thanks, Chris. Great to be here.
Go with it.
Okay, here we go. So, pretty standard opening.
Mm-hmm.
Here I felt I made a mistake by playing this Kema. Thought I should instead take this. Oops, there we go. It's a ladder breaker for this ladder here. And so black should probably defend, and then I think playing something like this is more active than what I actually played. If it's a Moyo game like this, then I think white has an advantage because I'm thick on the right side.
This is pretty much your style, isn't it? You like this kind of...
I choose my moves for the same reason I choose my women. Because they're thick. Okay, moving on.
You realize we are taping this, right?
Yes.
I just wanted to be sure.
So, yeah, this move, this is good for people to know. In this shape, on the left side, this is the move people usually play.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I wondered about this. So explain what's happening with that.
So, if I go from this direction, then I'm sure everyone's seen this before.
Right.
That's kind of ideal for black.
Okay.
Really? We have the game.
And if I come from this side, then it's a good
extension,
two-space extension, and then there's a lot of AGI later with whatever. It's not a great formation on the top left side for white. So the game would probably go something like this, but this is better than the actual game for black. It's kind of standard openings. Okay, but I don't like this.
Yeah. So what was happening here?
Basically, the question is, can black live with this group in a way that doesn't give white too many points and doesn't give white too much outside thickness? So I played this move as kind of calm, waiting for black to play on the bottom side, which black does. And then the idea is I play this high K16 move and become kind of thick. Like, of course, white's going to become thick. And then I play calm with this jump. And now, whatever happens, this stone is in a good spot, right, for the fight.
Okay.
For the fight. It's unsettled group, and these two stones are working well together with this thickness. And so this was my kind of strategy. This is how you use thickness. This move here, this black jump, is really strange shape, and I just decided to attack it directly.
Yeah, I actually thought I'd made a recording error when he played it.
And then this ensuing fight seems good for me. In this shape, this Tetsuji here doesn't really work because this is Sente.
Right.
So now, the original plan doesn't work anymore. Right. So he's forced to give me this massive Panuki. And here I made a big mistake. I should just play this move, be patient, right? Separate these two groups,
right,
and just be thick. Anyway, skipping ahead, it's okay.
It wasn't fatal.
It wasn't fatal. This is just kind of a makeshift way of getting this move to work, but I lose massive amounts of points on the bottom, so I regretted it. Now, when white has a gigantic framework like this, the important thing to think about is what's your next move after you play the reducing move. So if I just play something like in the middle of nowhere, what's my follow-up move, right? I need to threaten something in order to be active and keep Sente. So I should play something like this, because if I Tanuki now, then this is too big, right? It's ideal. It's perfect. So I should play something like this. Then you have a jump. Now it's the same thing as before. This is still ideal. It's almost the same, right? It's really thick. So now white feels like he needs to play something like this, and now you're really reducing in like a very
efficient,
not sure, something light in a more efficient, flexible shape. And that's how you sort of reduce. But I felt like It's lagging a little bit.
Hotel Wireless.
Yeah. I felt like this move sort of has no next move, and there's also
kind of
it's
floating,
not
isn't
exactly
it?
connected.
Right.
And so I just decided to take points.
So if you were black, what would you like better for black there for that move?
This one, I think.
Just right there.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it has really like
That is nice.
many follow-ups. There's weaknesses. There's this Wi-Fi. Anyway, I'll try to get back to the game if it'll load. Don't touch that dial. Okay, so I just take the points in the top.
Right.
This is kind of losing points. This, and the game goes like this. There's a fight, and so here I think I made a mistake. I should push first. This kind of inducing is a good Tetsuji to know, and then live.
Right.
And now it's already separated, so that's kind of a key thing. And so there's a fight, and I kind of let him connect into too nice of a way at the bottom.
It looked very good for black there.
And then this is kind of where I completely overplayed. This move just doesn't work because of this black Tetsuji.
That was he thought for quite a while.
Right, I took
5
probably
minutes.
20 minutes just to find the best kind of makeshift way to like somehow win the game. So, but after this, so basically the point is this: to save these stones, right, which are just too big to sacrifice. It's gigantic. If I give all of this territory,
Sure.
I have to save them, right? But in doing so, I have to give this.
Right.
And so he can take here, which is massive.
That looked painful.
Right. It's painful. Also, and now I don't have any time to defend. or
Right.
anything
When
like
you
this,
play
because
here,
this is just game over.
I know.
So I have to
Right.
play aggressive.
But there's still so much play.
Right. But it's a
there.
good lesson to learn. If you're losing, you can't just play a slow, solid move and then, instead of losing by like half a point, you just lose by 25 points. You have to try to win by half a point by playing something like this and creating some difficult variation
Yeah,
in Byoyomi.
that was a great move.
That's what you have to do. And so he plays like this. Here's the thing. In order to start the ko in this group, he has to separate like this,
Right.
which loses a lot of points because I get this Atari, right, on these stones.
Oh yeah, go back here because when I was recording, what I was thinking about instead of that was what about just pushing through?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. So
That's huge,
in a game
isn't it?
like this, and your viewers should take note, when you're winning by 15, 20 points, just don't try to kill something. Just play like this, right?
It's all driven at this point, right? I mean,
Right. Play like this. If I cut this, then I can. He separates in sente,
Nice.
right? And now this isn't alive. This group, also, and so I should probably try to connect in some way, right? But now, sorry, whoops. I should try to connect. Oh, actually, I have to play here,
Right.
and then he can play this.
It looks like a lot of trouble for
Right.
you.
And now I might even be. I have to. Yeah, I'm forced to play this way,
So you live, but
where I can. No, I mean
maybe
it's really
not.
game over. So
Wow.
the crucial moment of this game is the fact that he played this bad exchange, losing points, and then played a ko in which he doesn't really have many threats. And then the issue is that this is still a ko. So he had to find this. He had to find a ko threat, right? He found this one. Fortunately, this still leaves another ko.
Right.
And once I settle the first ko, now he still doesn't have any threats. And so he played 2 ko's without having ko threats. If you don't have ko threats, if you look around the board and you're winning by 15 points and you don't have any ko threats, just don't touch a ko. Eventually, I will have to live with 2 points.
Right.
And then you get sent to play another place.
Yeah, because
And so after this exchange, I'm winning by 3 or 4 points.
right,
And then it's,
because I had counted, like say he was ahead, and then after all of this, he was all of a sudden all of his points had evaporated.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So the lesson is, don't play a ko when you're winning and you don't have any threats.
Okay, pay attention out there. Thank you, Ben, and good luck.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, appreciate it. Good. Wow.